What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Gungrave. What is Gungrave? Gungrave is I have a hard time calling it a third-person shooter, but it is a game that came out in, what was it, 2003 for the PlayStation 2? And I love Gungrave. Both the game and the anime that soon followed in 2004? I don't know, it's like 2002, 2003 for the game, and then I think like 2003 or 2004 for the anime. This game is just, I love it. That's all there is to it. It's fun, it's simple, it's entertaining. And I am gonna gush the whole time about this series. So we're already introduced to our main characters, Dr. Tokioka. The young girl is Mika Asagi, and we play as Beyond the Grave. You may recognize the character style. It is Yasuhiro Naito, the man behind Trigun. Now let's see if I remember how to play this game. Kick their ass. I vaguely remember how to play. With my melee attack, we do have a regular little melee attack. We have our guns, Cerberus left and right head, and we have our big coffin, the Death Hauler. I'm doing very terrible, currently. Get everything. Controls are a little weird. I am playing on an emulator, but I'm using my original disc. There you are. Is there somebody else alive? Yeah. Why do you keep living? Stop living. Oh, I can sprint with the stick. Cool. But we have character designs by Yasuhiro Naito. Mechanical designs by, I cannot remember the man's name, but he did Oh My Goddess. And we have music by Sunio Imahori, who did the music for Trigun, the Gungrave anime, and several other... I know he worked on the Cowboy Bebop soundtrack as well. So have a pretty good host of designers and stuff on this game, so... I can tell you right now, I'm going to do terrible. I'm not going to have good grades at the end of each map, because I am just bad at this game. I just like it. It brings back so many memories from my childhood, and it's a fun game to play. I didn't want to do a demolition shot. I did not mean to hit that, but yeah, the skull in the top left over there, as we kill people and do shit, it will light up, and we will get access to our demolition shots, which are like our special moves from the Death Hauler. Alright, there we go. I'm losing my shield. Yeah, you can see in the top right, we have life and we have a shield. The shield regenerates relatively quickly. Why don't we hit him with a demolition shot? I know that the demolition shots all have names, but I don't remember them. And that is another demolition shot, the bullet dance. And then each mission is broken up. We can talk to Tokioka, we can talk to Mika. Oh, it's playing, yeah, Here Comes the Rain. Now, when she says that, is she talking? I never actually... She says Tokioka told me about you. I'm assuming she means this Tokioka, but he has a brother, an older brother that was her butler. So I don't know if she's talking about him or his brother. But either way, we can talk to these two in the interims. Seed is... I actually... Because they don't talk about Seed too much in the anime from what I remember. But it's like a... They treat it like a drug. It's like a... They use it to create what we will be fighting eventually, the Orgmen, and even people like Grave. Grave is called a dead man. He was a dead body that was resurrected in order to fight. Because you have Orgmen, you have dead men, and then we also have something called Superiors. We haven't met any of the Superiors yet. And they've been talking about the Syndicate. That is a mafia organization called Millennium, ran by a man named Bloody Harry McDowell. But we will learn more about that as time goes on, and what the game doesn't talk about, I will. The game and the anime are somewhat different in a lot of regards, but similar in a lot of regards. And the anime sits as one of my all-time favorite, probably in my top 5. It is the only anime that I have ever watched back-to-back. I watched it, finished it, sat right back down, and watched it again. The Gungrave anime is just so phenomenal. I actually like it more than I like Trigun, and I adore Trigun. But if you've ever watched Trigun or what is it called? Something Samurai. I know Naitao did another anime. You can see a lot of the similar design elements, like the crosses and everything like that. And there is actually a character in this series we will be meeting in this game, and he is prominent in the anime and in the sequels to the game, who looks an awful lot like Nicholas D. Wolfwood from Trigun. We currently have level 3 demolition shots. I don't remember how to switch demolition shots. Where am I getting shot at? Oh, it's you guys. But yeah, despite the game not being, like, great and not doing well, from what I remember, it did spawn multiple sequels and an anime. Because we've got Gungrave Overdose, the second game, Gungrave VR, and Gungrave Gore. I will not be playing Gungrave VR. I will be playing Overdose and Gore. I have yet to play Gore, though, and I haven't played this or Overdose in 1,000 years. But it's just one of those games that just sits so well into my, like, childhood and my love of just stuff like this. I did not want to do that. I'm just trying to remember how to play. I really should have, because, again, Xbox controller. Playing on an emulator, because I didn't want to try to hassle with trying to get my PS2 to work with any recording software. It was just easier to do this. That's what I wanted, was this. I forgot if you stand still, that's what happens. Yeah, I have a hard time calling this a third-person shooter, but it's also not like an action game. It's a bullet hell, is what it is. And that camera. Because the camera, you can't turn the camera with the right stick. It turns as you do. Oh, I guess I can do that. That turns the camera faster, but it's annoying because you stand still. I currently have the game set to the normal difficulty, which is the Japanese easy, I think is what it was. Yeah, so I am playing on an easier difficulty. I don't plan on playing on a harder difficulty. I do not play games at all for challenge. I play them to enjoy them. But don't get me wrong, I like a good challenge. I've done challenge runs in games. I've played games on harder difficulties. I've done big boss runs in Metal Gear. I've done professional knife-only runs in RE4. It's fun, but for the purposes of a playthrough for the channel, no. Plus, this game can be brutally hard on the harder difficulty. And this is an incredibly short game. There are only 6 stages. And I think the end of this stage or the end of the next one, we will meet our first boss. Sir, I'm gonna need you to die. Let's use a demolition shot. Why not? We have 3 of them. That kills everything in front of you, or does a lot of damage to everything in front of you, if it won't kill it. Sir, I'm gonna need you to come down here so I can shoot you in the face. You can get hit with the coffin. What is the... Oh, it's Death Hauler hitting the walls. Ow. You're a dick. I do believe, I don't know if those were technically, if some of those were technically Orgmen or not. But I think we will start fighting Orgmen in this level. Yeah, those are Orgmen in those, tanks down there. You infect people with seed, if I remember correctly, and they're transformed into Orgmen. God, I love Sunio Imahori. His music is so fucking good. I'm definitely missing a lot of kills, because there are certain points where you can walk back, and there are extra enemies to kill. But again, I'm not worried about that. The target. You know what? Deuces. I do not remember how to use other demolition shots. I guess I could check the controls. Oh, you have to equip them. Yeah, we still have 2 more. Hellhound Roar and Enraging Inferno. We'll try Bullet Dance, which is just going to be this, basically. I mean, I'm not doing Bullet Dance, but this is what Bullet Dance will be. It's just, crazy Devil May Cry. Oh, no, it's not. He uses the machine gun in the Death Hauler. Okay. I forgot about that. Not only does it have a rocket launcher, it has a machine gun. Though I don't think it's actually named Death Hauler in-game. I think it's only named Death Hauler in the anime. Yeah, those two things standing there in the suits are Orgmen. Got a remaining life at 69. Nice.
Gungrave.